Hey guys, what's up, and welcome once again to my channel. It is your girly Ali here with another video. So what started off as a vlog, because I was gonna post another vlog for today, Sunday, but I ended up feeling like I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys versus just jumping straight into the vlogs for the new year and so on and so forth. So we're gonna sip and we're gonna chat. So I got my bottle of water here. I had some chai tea earlier along with my breakfast, but I just really wanted to sit down and talk with you guys and pretty much just share some of the things that I've just been feeling going into the new year. So without further ado, welcome to a sip and chat with your girl. I'm your host, Ali. Okay, so first things first, if you haven't already noticed, first of all, I did my makeup today because I'm just feeling really good, and I'm gonna step out in a bit. I'm actually gonna go see my parents in a few, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but I did the color wax by As I Am. So I went with the copper, and I went pretty light-handed with it, but I still love how it turned out. So as you can see, a lot of it is mostly on like the top of my head, and it's like drenched in a few of my strands, so you can still see my black coming through, but in person it really looks brown, and honestly, I am in love with it. Let me go get the jar so that I can show you guys exactly which one I'm talking about. Okay, so real quick, I just had to put some lotion on because I'm ashy. If you guys have been watching the previous vlogs, you know that this is like a usual dilemma for me. I'm just forever ashy. Okay, so this is the color. It's the As I Am curl color in copper, and it's a temporary hair color. So it looks like this, and I have the seal on, but pretty much it looks like that. Gorgeous. It's coming up a little more orange on the camera, but in person it's literally like a penny copper. I also have to be careful not to get this everywhere. But yeah, so that's what I did in my hair. So you can see a bit of it like throughout the top of my head and through the strands. I think next time I'm gonna be a bit more heavy-handed with it, just so that it can really pop. But in person it looks so pretty. It's almost like a faded washed out brown, and I really like that. If I was to ever dye my hair again, I would go with a really nice like just golden brown color, because I love seeing black women who have exactly the color that I'm talking about, like that copper brown, and they just look so brown and sun-kissed and beautiful. It's effortless. But yeah, so what have I been feeling? First off, I've just been feeling super grateful to make it through another year, and obviously just grateful to God for getting me to where I am today, and just being thoughtful and a lot more aware of like my actions and what I speak into existence, because what you say creates what you see. Pastor Mike Todd, thank you for that. So yeah, I've been extremely mindful, and I've just been really aware of what I say and the energy that I'm putting out. So that's pretty much what I've been feeling like the first couple of days. And then secondly was not rushing. So obviously we're in a new year, and there's a lot going on. Like some people, especially via social media, a lot of people choose to start their year off strong and to pretty much get back on the hustle and the grind mentality. And when it comes to social media, if you are a content creator like myself, or you consider yourself a digital content creator, or whatever your craft is, it's very easy to get sucked into the loop of, oh my gosh, I need to put out stuff today. And if I'm being 100% transparent, that was not my reality, and that was not what I was thinking about going into the new year. Of course, these are intentions that I'm implementing throughout the year, but on the very first day of the new year, I was honestly resting, and I'm still in rest mode. I saw a tweet by Natasha Rothwell, who is one of the writers over on Insecure, and she went on to say that, listen, y'all, the first day of the year, like, in order for us to get back into grind mode, doesn't really start until the 10th. So please take this time out to rest. And that resonated with me because if I'm being 100% truthful, my body was just not in the place to put stuff out. Just because I really wanted to embrace and soak everything up, you know, spending time with family and enjoying the holidays. And I had an amazing Christmas and an amazing New Year's. And I hope that you did too. And to go from that to what am I going to post next was not realistic whatsoever. Instead, it was, I still want to just marinate in this feeling of being chill, of like being calm, of like really easing my way into this new year. So that's pretty much where my head has been at and where it's been for the last couple of days now. It is officially January 8th. So it is Saturday, and you guys are watching this on a Sunday, so I hope that you're having an amazing weekend. But yeah, I've honestly just been easing into my year, easing into my skin, resting up as much as I possibly can, because that is one of my intentions for the year, is to rest up a lot more. I'm usually a late sleeper, so by 1 or 2 in the morning is when I'm actually going to bed, and I want to change that. I did really good towards the middle of last year, where I was like in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then of course, me being the busybody that I am, you know, I screwed my internal clock all over again. So yeah, that's definitely one of my intentions. Speaking of intentions, I did write down what my intentions would be for this year, so I'm gonna go ahead and share them with you all, because, you know, it doesn't hurt to share. Plus, they're all things that are within my control and that I feel are just actually attainable for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with y'all. And if you're wondering why I keep saying intentions, is because I definitely want to be intentional this year. You have a lot of people that choose to say like manifestations, and that's fine and dandy and whatnot, but for me personally, I feel like it's a word that's become oversaturated, and the meaning has become twisted into something that's just another thing to do, when that's really not the case. Like, you also want to be very mindful of what it is that you are manifesting and speaking into your life. You can't just say it, you got to be specific. So that's why I went with intentions. Also, my favorite writer, Alex L, is very intentional with her writing, so it just made more sense. But anywho, here are my 2022 intentions for the year. So the first one is to have more meaningful conversations. 2 is to read at least 30 books this year. 3, try new foods. 4, clean the apartment every 2 weeks. 5, go to sleep early every other night. 6, post on TikTok more often. 7, shoot more with my film camera, because I do have a 35mm camera that I tend to pick up once in a blue, but I actually want to use it a lot more this year. 8 is to meditate. 9 is to listen to more podcasts. 10 is to save at least $11,000 this year. 11 is to reach 90K subscribers on YouTube, and 12 is to upload regularly on YouTube. So yeah, those are my intentions. Once again, these are things that I feel are definitely within my control, and this is honestly something that I even learned from Maya Beatrice here on YouTube. She went ahead to emphasize that you want your intentions or your manifestations to be things that are within your control versus something that you're just writing down, and then if you don't attain it by the end of the year, you're gonna be disappointed because you weren't able to like hit the mark. So I think that's really, really important, and that definitely helped me to navigate and figure out what it was exactly that I wanted to accomplish this year. So those are my intentions. Next up is I made a victory jar. Now, if you don't know what a victory jar is, I actually got this idea from Skylar Marshai over on Instagram. You pretty much write down whatever victories it may be. It could be the smallest of wins, but it's still a win to you. And what you do is you write it on a piece of paper and you add it to your jar, and at the end of the year you go ahead and you pop that jar open and you read them all back to yourself so that you can reflect on what an amazing year you've had. So I've already got 2 in here that I'm really excited about and that I'm happy with. And you can go ahead and get a mason jar, just any jar of your choice. It doesn't have to be fancy, but I thought it was a really amazing idea, and it's a great way to just look back at what you've accomplished throughout the year that means a lot to you. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say that this year has definitely started off on a note that, quite honestly, I was not expecting. It's been very slow, but I'm very grateful for it, and I've just been in such a great space and like really at peace. And so that's why I wanted to slow down and take it easy with you guys, even of just sitting down and chatting with y'all. Honestly, I hope you guys all enjoyed the last vlog. That was really fun to shoot, and I've been enjoying shooting my vlogs as well. But yeah, I think it's always nice to just take a pause and to reflect on what it is that's currently happening. So that's where I'm at. Speaking of reading, I'm still currently reading Sankofa by Chibundu Onuso, and it's getting really good. So I should be done with this book by the start of, or the middle of next week, if I'm totally honest, just because I've been reading it pretty consistently, which I'm really happy about. I wanted to make reading a huge emphasis this year, just because last year I was reading, but I kept falling out of books. Like, I would start one book and then halfway through I would just not finish it whatsoever. So I definitely want to read more. Another random one is improving my speech, just because I realize, like, sometimes when I'm talking too fast, or if I'm just talking period, my words tend to get tangled. Don't know where that honestly came from. It's something that started coming about towards the middle of last year, and it's so annoying, especially when I'm really trying to get a thought out. Like, my words honestly just get mixed up, or sometimes the word that's supposed to go at the end of the sentence is somewhere at the beginning, and I'm just like, what is happening? That's honestly really what's been heavy on my mind, and wanting to wish everyone a great and amazing start to the year. I hope that you have, if you are curating, you know, goals or resolutions, or you're making your vision boards, just be 100% honest and transparent for yourself and with yourself, and more than anything, like, do it because you want to do it and not just because everybody else and their mama is doing it. Even me, like, I'm sharing this with you guys because this is just where I'm at and I'm in a comfortable space to do so. But don't do it just because I'm doing it. Like, do it because you genuinely want to, and because you see this for yourself and you're just on a path to becoming a better person, like we all are. So yeah, this concludes my little sip and chat. You know, it's really short and sweet, but I thought I'd put it out for you guys, and I hope that you guys are having an amazing start to your month. And yeah, wishing you all the best. Love you all mucho, and I will catch you again on Wednesday for another video. Bye.